Budgeting can be really tough work and it takes a lot of dedication, especially when you're a fan of indulging and treating yourself on some nicer things in life. I've found that it's a lot easier to cut smaller things out of my budget to leave room for the bigger goals I have and also make purchases that are more meaningful to me. I've put together a list of 10 items that I don't spend my money on, but I really wish I did. These are hard things for me to cut out of my budget. But when I wrote it all down, I found that I'm saving nearly $600 a month by not giving into these indulgences. Cutting things out of your budget doesn't mean you have to be bored. One of the best things you can do to keep you entertained that doesn't cost you a single penny is to subscribe to my channel. All the fun here for zero the money. The first of these items is a membership to a yoga studio. Yoga is one of my favorite ways to stay fit, and going to a studio where there's a class with other people and there's an instructor leading the class, I find that a lot more fun and motivating, and I'm more likely to stick to regular workouts. However, at the cost of about $120 a month, give or take, depending on the studio, it is a lot more motivating to just use YouTube for awesome videos to practice at home. It takes a little bit more work to make myself do it, but I just remember that $120 that I'm saving, and I can do yoga with Adrian, no problem. Also, with the coronavirus going around and responsible people being in quarantine, it doesn't make much sense to pay for a yoga studio right now anyways. Most are closed, and even the ones that are open, I don't feel comfortable going to. So this is a no-brainer way for me to save money. I would rather do YouTube videos at home. I mean, are you even really doing yoga if it's not in name brand Lululemon yoga pants? Why even bother? I love Lululemon. It is one of my favorite brand of clothes, and I just like the quality of them. I like the styles. I've indulged in more than one article of clothing from them. However, I have enough. I don't need any more, especially if I'm practicing yoga at home. So whereas I might spend $80 to $100 for something from Lululemon, I have found some amazing styles on Amazon for like the $15 to $20 range. If I were to treat myself even once a month to something to practice my at-home yoga in, Lululemon is expensive, and some might argue overpriced. I'm not arguing it, I'm just saying some people might. So by shopping on Amazon instead of name brand yoga clothes, I'm saving about $80 a month. Of course, give or take depending on how badly I've been bitten by the shopping bug. One of my least favorite chores, besides doing the dishes, is going grocery shopping every week. It comes as no surprise that I am the perfect customer for grocery delivery services. I've used Instacart before and I loved it so much. Just going online, picking my groceries, they pick it up for me, text me with questions, and they deliver it right to my door or even bring it into my kitchen for me. You can pay $6 for the fee for it to be delivered in 2 hours or more, and $8 if you are really antsy and you need it within the next hour. Of course, then you also have to tip, and you cannot be cheap about it because those people work hard for you. If I were to do this for my grocery shopping every week, now I'm at about $44 for the month for grocery delivery. Along the same lines, I love treating myself. Usually I do it on paydays, but I love to do DoorDash to get delivery from some of my favorite restaurants. The delivery fee varies based on the time of day it is and also the restaurant that I choose, but typically it can be around $3 to $5. Then there's also the taxes and fees, which runs about $5. And also with this food delivery from your favorite restaurants, you cannot be cheap to the person that's bringing food to your lazy butt. So minimum $5 for your delivery person. That comes to about $30 just in taxes, fees, and tipping, in addition to the food that I have to pay from the restaurant. $30 a month if I treat myself on paydays really adds up. This next one is definitely the hardest thing for me to remind myself about. And if you feel the same way about this, then we should be friends. I love to read, and in 2020, I'm averaging about 10 books read per month. I listen to audiobooks, maybe while I'm cleaning the house or running errands, and I also love physical books. I love the feel of them, I love the smell of them, and there's nothing like cracking open a brand new fresh book. An Audible subscription runs about $14 a month, and you get one audiobook with that. Physical books on Amazon are about $15 to $20 per book. At 10 bucks a month, you can see how this item alone could crush my budget and I would have nothing left over for investing. I really rely on my local library. And what's amazing is not only do I get the physical books, but they do have audiobooks available as well that I check out right on my cell phone. I don't have to go to the library, and this lazy girl really likes that feature. Tinsley would like me to mention that one thing that I don't buy, but she really wants me to buy, is a Barkbox subscription. I don't have any other monthly subscription services, but Barkbox would be one that I would probably buy. This is about $22 a month, and they send you a bunch of toys and treats for your dog, and especially since she's so hyper, she is probably like 1 or 2 years old, she in particular would love that. My other girl, Nikita, is 11 years old, and don't let the age fool you, she is super playful and she would get a kick out of it as well. Between the two of them though, they go through toys so quickly. German Shepherds like to destroy things. Don't worry, she still gets to play and she still gets plenty of toys. I have just found that going to the dollar store is a lot easier. So instead of 22 bucks a month plus taxes and shipping and all that, I can just pay a couple bucks and get them each a toy, and they'll go through it probably in the same amount of time. I talked about how I just bought my dream vehicle, my Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I love it. Of course, right now with most of my state shut down for coronavirus, the new baby stays in the garage for most of the time, and it's not getting that dirty. So it's really easy for me to convince myself that I do not need unlimited car washes to keep it clean and pristine and as beautiful as the day I brought it home. But I am still really tempted, and I know especially when I start driving around more, I'm gonna wanna keep it beautiful. Unlimited car washes are about $40 to $50 a month depending on how premium of the service that I wanna go for. There's one right down the street from me. It would be so easy to just stop in and run through the car wash and go about my day. So this is a tough one, and hopefully I don't cave on this. There's video evidence now, so you guys have to hold me accountable. Saving $40 a month is worth doing it myself. I have some soap, I have some little chamois things. There's no reason I can't do it myself. This one is not that original. You hear it on basically any budgeting YouTube channel. It's the first piece of advice you get, but that is to cut the cord when it comes to cable. I love my reality TV, probably more than I'd like to admit. Bravo is my favorite, and I am a die-hard Real Housewives fan. My cable bill was running me about $75 a month, and even though I had Netflix at about $14 a month, I couldn't get my Real Housewives fix. So it took me a really long time to cut the cord. I decided to give Sling a try for $35 a month, and that allows me some of the channels that I watch in addition to Bravo, and also the recording. So $35 for Sling, $14 for Netflix. That's still a lot better than $75 a month for cable. I think the ladies are gonna feel me on this one, but I love getting a mani-pedi. It is one of my favorite ways to treat myself. I love having my nails done. I get the gel manicures, and there is nothing like getting a pedicure and that foot massage. Although I just want to point out that a mani-pedi, especially a nice pedicure, is not just for women. You are never too cool for a nice pedicure. So it's like $30 for a manicure that you have to get done every 2 weeks, and about 26 bucks for a pedicure. Again, don't be cheap. Tip the people that are taking care of you. A lot of times we forget about the tips when we're looking at our budget, so I want to highlight that so you don't forget when you're looking at how much your indulgences cost you. For this last one, it was really weird to sit inside my house at night and talk about it, so I am bringing y'all outside. So at my last house, I paid about $100 a month for landscape maintenance. When I moved to this house, I have a much bigger yard, and I decided that I was gonna try and take care of it myself. So I'm out here, and you can tell it's kind of dusty and not that horribly impressive right now, but I do have a landscape project starting very shortly, at which time I'm gonna get a lot of grass put in, and I'm gonna need to mow it. Got this one entertaining herself with some of the scraps in the yard. I'm going to pay the upfront fee to buy a lawnmower and an edger, but then I'm going to take care of it myself. So even though there is that upfront cost, I'm saving conservatively $100 a month. You know, I'm estimating $100 a month, but really that was my old house that was a lot smaller. This one has a lot more space, so it would probably be a lot more. So 100 bucks a month is very, very conservative. So there you have it. That all comes to about 600 bucks. The yoga membership for $120 a month. My Lululemon shopping, which roughly I'm estimating about 80 bucks a month. Grocery delivery at like 44 bucks a month, but that's really conservative because remember, you should probably tip a lot more. The DoorDash delivery fees and tips for about 30 bucks a month if I were to indulge on my paycheck days. New books, let's say about 30 bucks a month. I still buy some, but largely I rely on my library. Tinsley and Nikita's Barkbox subscription at 20 bucks a month. A membership for unlimited car washes at $40 a month. Cutting the cord with cable, which is about 30 bucks a month. Professional landscape maintenance at $100 a month. And foregoing those delightful mani-pedis saves me about 100 bucks a month. What is one thing that you don't buy but want to? We all know there's painful things we have to cut out of our budget in order to focus on bigger goals, so we can all lean on each other to get through this pain. Comment down below because I want to hear what that item is for you.